поедете дальше. Как бы вспомнить, куда идти. Серый страшно, что прятаться. О. Шельтон, не новый магазинчик.
You look distracted. Something on your mind?
You ever get a bad feeling you can't shake, but you don't know if it's for you or someone else?
With my job, it's usually both.
Yeah. Company, get ready.
Меня взломали.
We've got company.
О. Всё. Я хочу еще маяк все-таки.
You ever think about all the places you could hide in here?
Of course. A magical location like this would require a subtle approach. What about you?
I'm thinking about where there might be traps.
The fires are lit.
Так, доступно новое зачарование.
Abundance.
Hey, Davrin, want a snack?
Harding, I mean this in the kindest, most respectful way possible. No.
Yeah. All right. That's fair.
И до хакинга лучше есть. Точно. Раз это столько перелокается.
Your coin helps, and there's some good bargains out there for you.
Сравнивать с тем, что сейчас. Просто доступ. Нет, что тут?
Safe travels.
Unknown contact. This is a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elgernon and Gillenane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
Вроде открыли. Ладно.
If I'd been faster, quicker with the dagger at Weishaupt, Gillenane would be dead now.
I was there, Lucanus. I saw it myself. From one professional to another, you did everything you could.
I missed the target.
You also pulled off the most incredible acrobatic assassination attempt I've ever seen.
Well, if you're going to kill, do it in style. Just remember the killing part.
Next time. I'm surprised people are doing normal business during an occupation. Feels crowded like a city always does.
Eat well and live well. Mariana came and comforted me after my husband's cruelty. She said that if the law would not protect me, well, the Earl simply must die.
Мне интересно, кто наш спас.
Okay, Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Пошли.
Rook, I presume.
The butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on town flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Это зачем вы идите?
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
Ты с богами заодно? Это сейчас.
You're not an end of the world type. Are you with the gods or not?
gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the Blight. Finish them off. We need to go after the Butcher. Butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso? That's what's happening?
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
So they don't know. Or it's easier to play along.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
Mark my words, Treviso will come back even stronger from this.
Так, после чего? Кстати, он идет в то место, там, где нет... Давайте я его не хочу.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
Собираюсь его. Мне его жалко.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match me, fight me, win this city!
There's the butcher. He's a reaver. And fighting his own entourage.
That thing's a monster. How can it tell us anything about the gods?
We have to hope he's still in there.
This is the power the gods give.
Butcher, where is the ritual?
So beautiful, but not like Treviso. Ritual, you said so.
There's nothing left of him.
One for us.
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
He's gone. And he named the ritual site. Tearstone Island.
The butcher didn't lie, if that's worth anything.
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us, Governor?
Oh, please, just say what you're thinking.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what was best for Treviso. Who else would have done what was necessary? That troop of fools in the casino? They would have provoked the Antam to slaughter, the kind they carried out in every other Antivan city they crossed. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
И как получилось?
How are the Antam holding up their end of the bargain, Governor? Not too well from what I've seen. And now they're working with the gods. You didn't prevent a slaughter. You just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the butcher...
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him. And then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of, well, whatever it is you are besides an annoyance. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Antam. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island, have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
Это конец. Не может быть концом.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Evenchi is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Так, ну... Ладно, в принципе, ну, да.
The lectures, the insults. Evenchi made sure all we saw was a hopped-up bureaucrat who was jealous that Treviso loves the crows. If someone told me Evenchi was in charge of the Antam, I wouldn't have believed it. And yet...
Yes, but you have forced them into the open.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
Evenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
When Avenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
We'll stop Avenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Avenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgarnon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Avenchi.
You have been our ally through all this. It would be an honor to have your help against the governor again.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
Успешный миссик рассказал команде, что боги будут проводить следующий ритуал на острове Каменных Скиллс, но стоило отряду одолеть его, как губернатор и Винчи раскрыли, что именно они сдали Тревиса Антаму. Теперь Антам подчиняется Винчи, и воронам придется сражаться еще отчаяннее, чтобы свергнуть продажного губернатора.
How did no one see Avenchi's betrayal coming?
Perhaps they did. There's a difference between knowing and being willing to stand.
They were someone else's problem, and the city paid the price.
Tell us if you find Jacobus, Rook.
Яков?
Did not look well when he left. And his anger, he has always tended towards being reckless.
There must be fewer Antam now.
It's their nature to step into roles, fill gaps. Eventually is taken advantage.
Let them. When this is done, that name will only be spat.
Please, not another. The floors of the diamond suffer enough.
I hope the butcher's death didn't go unnoticed.
Eventually may still have control, but the veneer of occupation has splintered.
Viago means people are no longer as afraid. His poems are more welcome during our gentler pursuits.
I do not recall any gentle pursuits.
Were either of you trained by air?
Not this one. Mine was stern.
Mine spoke in the third person, until you were skilled enough to be recognized as an equal.
Starting with grammatical murder. Fascinating.
We are glad to have your help.
Our enemies do not want us to be united. These are hard times.
We can pull the city through. Good luck out there, Rook.
Treviso can be free if we work hard enough.
Seems we both spend our days hunting things most people don't want to know about.
Nights too.
Nights are even worse.
Bet it's easier to hide.
For them or us.
A stakeout's easier in the dark.
So's getting jumped by an ogre.
Говно. Этого. Опача. События развиваются с ужасающей скоростью. Многое из того, в чем мы были уверены, оказалось лишь надеждами, которые разбились о суровую реальность. Мы каждый день сражаемся на пределе сил. Порождение тьмы, прежде напоминавшие ручеек, превратились в разрушительный поток. Мы вынуждены отправлять деревни и поселения вынуждены оставлять деревни и поселения по всему южному Ферлдену. Мы отбили Скайхолд у заполнивших его демонов и разместили там беженцев, чтобы спасти их от гибели. Кто бы мог подумать, что крепость, в которой жили мои спутники, когда мы сражались с Корифеем, вновь станет убежищем для защиты от мнимых богов. И все же я боюсь, что одного Скайхолда будет недостаточно. Порождение тьмы уже заняли Редклифф, берега озера Калленхад поражены скверной. Земля чахнет и гибнет, и я с ужасом думаю о том, что пережившие эти страшные бои ферлденцы просто погибнут от голода. Это жестокая участь для тех, кто и так уже столько пережил. Скайхолд держится крепко, будто недвижимые города, но камнями не наешься. Хасиды и авары ходят на охоту и добывают пищу. Даже они зачастую возвращаются с пустыми руками. Однако надежда еще есть. В дремлющем море больше нет там. А в донесениях из Орлея говорится, что сражения с Винтори зашли в тупик. Вольная марка объединилась под единым знаменем, и сейчас ее войска идут на юг. Там на помощь. Я не могу с уверенностью сказать, что мы выиграем эту войну, но мы точно заставим богов поплатиться кровью за каждый уничтоженный сантиметр наших земель. Жители Тедаса не сдаются, и я надеюсь, что так будет всегда с улучшением Инквизитора. Знамя дома де Акьютис. Знамя дома де Акьютис связано из лучших нитей. Чувствуется, что за ним безукоризненно ухаживает, а отменительное времени нанесет с гордостью. Наш дом — это страна, в которой мы строим. Мы разрешаем распри, а затем оставляем их в прошлом. Мы следуем принципам и вдохновляемся подвигами. В нашей семье все равны, как связаны кровью, так и клятвой. Мы стояли у истоков и будем стоять до самого конца, без тени сомнений. Мы дом де Кьютис, Тифанские вороны. До нас дошли вести о том, что губернатор и Винч планируют сделать с Тревиса, приходи в Лян.
I'm never gonna get used to that sky.
Good, because it's not the sky. Emmerich says it's the fade. Me? I don't know what to think.
Venatori had the narrow road. Now they think twice before walking that way.
And your neighbors? What's the price of that protection?
You think I'd charge our dear friends? The people who spread rumors about how Threads made Aelia disappear.
Rebuilding the Thread's reputation for free?
For the few of us left. Now the Venatori who thought he found a legitimate charm supplier, he gets counterfeit goods. Triple cost.
Can't argue about your target, but it's a dangerous scam. Be careful.
Is that genuine concern? You're fun. Anyway, Nev, I'm out of news. But the Threads are yours. You need something? Say the word.
Thanks, Alec. Remember, if you cross our neighbors...
You can drown me in the Nosen Sea. Rook, it's been a pleasure. You've got a good setup here. Enjoy life in the Fade.
Life in the Fade? Huh. We've been at the lighthouse a while now.
I don't know when it started, but I think of it as home.
It's built to be inviting.
Which you still find suspicious.
You know, this is my only address now. I still had an apartment back home. Rent paid up and everything. It got torched. In the dragon attack.
Nev.
Everything I have is here in this room. One false step from drifting into the Fade.
If I said you have a home with us, would you make fun of me?
Maybe. But thanks. I never expect things to go to plan, but I usually have one anyway. Or 7. And a half dozen backup plans, just in case.
And now?
Everything's changed. I've changed. If I survive the job, I'll be starting over, in a way. Maybe that should scare me. But I think I need it. I usually hate unanswered questions, but this one... I'll let myself figure out once I get there.
Минраутус еще давно находится во власти пророков, но Нев знает, как их искоренить. Надо лишь вырвать их гнилое сердце. Благодаря вашей поддержке Нев поняла, что она не одинока в своей борьбе и действительно может что-то изменить. Объединившись с синдикатом Нити, чтобы тайно защитить Минтраус, Нев быстро и решительно расправляется с любыми угрозами. Так. Это прекрасно сшитое устрашающее одеяло из укрепленной кожи сможет защитить своего обладателя от множества врагов портового города. Наконец-таки, девочка моя. Я думала, это никогда не будет. А почему все еще 8 уровень? Ну ладно. Спасибо за лояльность. Так, карта. Кто там еще? Конец.
Rook, have a moment?
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full, when you're ready.
То? Давай.
Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the comic master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some comic had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Ivenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Ivenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Ivenchi planning to poison with the comic? Aside from the crows.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Ivenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the comic will spread to the rest of the city as well.
Destroying your own people's minds. How could Ivenchi do this?
By telling themselves there is nothing else to be done.
They will trot out some excuse to give to the worst of the politicians and the merchant princes.
You say that as if those were different people.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Ivenchi from releasing the comic.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Ivenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
One more thing. Jacobus stormed off earlier, angry at Ivenchi. We have not seen him in some time.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Some of the merchant families have fled. They got wind of Ivenchi's comic and suddenly worry they are not on good terms with the governor.
I am only surprised they stayed in the city so long.
Has the death of the butcher helped Jacobus at all?
I suspect you know the answer to that. Ivenchi's exposure just moves his hate to another target. It could very easily be a path without end, but there's not much more I can do if that is the path it chooses.
Is it responsible to train someone as young as Jacobus?
It would be irresponsible not to train someone with his ability. And not simply to benefit the crows. If he became something darker on his own, it would risk everyone's safety.
Is it strange for you, Davrin? Being alive after Weishaupt?
I still don't know what to think.
Word among the crows is that few Grey Wardens have ever faced an archdemon and survived.
I could feel some kind of energy when my blade struck. I thought that was the end.
And now that it isn't?
I'll grow old with a griffin.
Только компания Гриффинс.
You were gone yesterday.
Yes,
How did,
such a strange thing. A dozen Antam dead in a dockside bar. Some kind of poison.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Колесо. Место.
Do you think they're wondering why you ordered a drink for the empty chair?
If they are, they won't tell anyone. The crows own this cafe.
Smells like Lucanis.
Just try it.
So are you two okay now? Since you gave Ilario another chance, I mean?
That wasn't our deal. We said we'd save Katerina, and we did. Even I believe we did. So there's peace, for the moment at least.
Are the other Talons okay with the whole abomination thing?
Probably not, but they prefer me to Ilario or the Venatori. I suppose the crows have had worse first Talons.
How's your grandmother doing?
You've met her. She was hewn out of Dragonbone. She's pretending not to be upset by Ilario's betrayal and my possession. Which means she's making everyone else as miserable as possible. Except Thea. She likes Thea.
Это достаточно момент.
Is it strange that I'm enjoying being out with you and your imaginary friend?
It isn't exactly normal.
You try it.
I don't know what I thought it would be like. Getting out of the ossuary. Getting my life back.
You mean you didn't spend all that time dreaming about having coffee with your inner demon?
I did dream of coffee. If this is my life now, I'll take it.
И мне интересен роман с Лукасом именно из того, что как он реализован. И со всеми остальными тоже.
Look at all that fade stuff out there. That's where spirits live.
We've been over this, Tosh. I'm not a spirit.
But you do live in the Fade now, right?
So do you. Does that make you a spirit?
I don't know. Does it?
Nev, if you want to make a visit to Ferelden, my mom makes this terrific soup. You could even drop by without me. My mom loves company, and she'd enjoy your stories.
You heard my apartment burned down.
I'm just saying, if you need somewhere to go that's not the lighthouse, the door's open. My ma gives great hugs.
There's the garrison. On to the garrison and the governor.
What were we talking about?
First Talon.
What?
Seeing if you've got the hang of your new title.
Right. Me. First Talon.
If you join the Wardens, you could become the first Warden who's also First Talon.
The first Talon Warden.
Or First Talon First Warden.
Is that the first Talon who is a Warden, or the first Talon First Warden?
So many possibilities.
Так, ладно. Вижу, вы помирились.
The garrison this time. Venge's got to know there's no way out for a traitor. The Antom aren't going to make this easy.
Watch behind you!
Jacobus?
Me and my friends are sick of doing nothing. Eventually's got their comic past the courtyard, but they've locked the gates. We'll break into the garrison and get them open.
Be careful. The Antom...
We'll stay hidden. Good luck.
More Antom. Eventually's throwing everything at us.
Say
I'm good to go again. Son, on that.
Ready, Rook.
Okay, now for Avenchi.
I know you're there, Rook. I'm ready for you. Come face the ruler Treviso deserves.
Так, ладно, пока. Спасибо, ребят, всем, кто был.
something's wrong. Something in the air.
Пока.